So I'm preparing this video because currently in April of 2015, we're having Nova Scotia child care focus groups, and they're taking place over the next couple of weeks around the province. And it's part of the child care review that the current government is undertaking, and it's needed. So it's important that we're having it. I have met the current minister. She does seem very dedicated to early childhood educators and the children of Nova Scotia, and seems to want to affect change. So that's exciting. It's an opportunity. Now, having said that, some key things that we all need to say when we go to these focus groups. And I need you to know that this is just coming from me, one person, one early childhood educator. I am a director of a center here in Nova Scotia. I am on some associations, but what I'm saying to you right now is my opinion. It's coming just from me. So when you go to these focus groups around Nova Scotia, the key things, first of all, they're going to talk to you about key areas. There are 4 key areas, and those 4 key areas that they're going to want to discuss with you are accessibility of childcare and early learning programs. The most important thing that we have to say again and again with regards to accessibility is we have to increase the Nova Scotia child care subsidy per diem. It is not high enough. Nova Scotian families are not able to access the subsidy program as well as they should be able to. There should be more subsidies, and the ceiling for the income needs to be higher. The daily rates need to be higher. This is critical. That's the number one thing, or the only thing that you should say repeatedly around accessibility. Okay? Get it. Increase the Nova Scotia child care subsidy rates per diem. You can fancy it up. You can put a hashtag in front of it. You can highlight it. But it is imperative. So when you're sitting at that table discussing that thing, say it again and again and again. People are going to talk about transportation and geographic location and all those things. And all those things are going to water down the message that you have to hammer. Increase the child care subsidy per diem. Okay? Is transportation important? Absolutely. Are those other things important? Absolutely. But none is as important as this. And again, hashtag it, highlight it, it doesn't matter. It's critical. The next important thing that they're going to say that is a key area is program quality. Program quality, very important. The number one indicator of program quality is your staff. Your staff has to be paid well, but staff are not paid well, and it really upsets me to say that. But the number one thing we have to do as a result of that is increase the ECE wage supplement. Centers cannot charge families what they would need to charge families to give professional high salaries to early childhood educators. Early childhood educators deserve high salaries. They're working with the children who are going to be making all of the decisions for the future and figuring out all of the solutions that we need to affect change and to change the society and to fix the oceans and to deal with all the other dilemmas that we have as a society facing us. There's tons of research that talks about what we do, how we as early childhood educators impact the children's futures, what they think about, their neural pathways, how they're going to succeed in school, the return investment for society. For every $1 spent in high quality ECE, it's a return investment of $17. All of that. There's so much research. Okay? But if governments don't give higher wage supplements to ECEs, then unfortunately we're not going to be able to recruit and retain staff as we need to. So the wage supplement hasn't increased for a long time. It has to happen. Again, hashtag it if you want. Increase ECE wage supplements. Hashtag. Put a highlight on it. Doesn't matter how you fancy it up. That's the number one message. So when they talk to you about program quality, you can talk about all kinds of things. You can talk about the curriculum. You can talk about, is it emergent? Is it developmentally appropriate? But none of that is as important as the number one thing. Increase those wage supplements. The only income that comes into a childcare center is the parent fees and government grants. We don't have the luxury of having any other avenue of income. So we can't charge families what we would need to charge them to give that professional salary for the professional work that they do. These are highly trained individuals. They are experts in early childhood. Get that wage supplement up. Increase the ECE wage supplement. Again, hashtag increase ECE wage supplement. Highlight it. The next thing they're going to talk to you as a key area is the early childhood educator workforce. Wow, that's a great topic because it goes with what we just said, which is increase the ECE wage supplement. Okay? Bold it, highlight it, hashtag it. Get it done. Okay? So say it in every focus group. There's the topic, early childhood education workforce. That's a different key area that they want you to talk about. But yet again, your point when you attend is increase that ECE wage supplement. Okay? The next key area they're going to discuss with you is grants and funding. Well, again, excellent key area. Wonderful thing to discuss and focus on. But what's really exciting as you move to that table to discuss that is, lo and behold, you're already increase the ECE wage supplement. Hashtag highlight increase the ECE wage supplement. So that's a great thing for you to discuss. You're talking about the ECEG, which 80% of it goes to wages and benefits. And for some centers, more than 80% of it goes to ECE wages and benefits. So those grants and that funding, perfect opportunity again. Increase the ECE wage supplement. The last, this is depressing to say, Nova Scotia early childhood educators are the lowest paid ECEs in Canada. The lowest. That is seriously depressing. And how are we going to tackle that? Well, we can't raise parent fees to what we would need to really address it. So again, what am I doing? I'm waving the same sides. Increase the ECE wage supplement. Hashtag highlight. It doesn't matter. This is from the You Bet We Still Care study 2012 data. Let's change this. Let's make this not be the lowest paid early childhood educators in Canada. The last key area that they're going to ask you to discuss in these focus groups is the alignment of child care programs with other early years programs and services. Now, I understand why they want to discuss this. It's important. There are a lot. It's exciting for those of us who've been in the field for a long time. It's exciting to think that there are other groups that are working on the early years, and that's because all of this wealth of research has created the knowledge base that says that the early years are so critical. So this is exciting and it's important, but I hate to say it, this is not a priority. It's just not a priority. I'm sorry, it's just my opinion, but it's not a priority because right now, increasing staff salaries is what's critical. Increasing subsidies for families so that they can afford quality early childhood education. Those are the two things. Increase those subsidies for families, their per diem rates, and increase the wage supplement. This is utopia. We all want utopia, and this is creating a system, developing a well-rounded system, a complete puzzle, but this is getting us lost in the things that need to happen immediately. These discussions, these plans, developing all of this bigger picture stuff, which is important, takes us away from the things that have to happen right this minute. Keeping our ECEs in the field, paying them for the incredible work that they're doing. There, end of rant. So, you have to get out, you have to have a voice, you have to go to these focus groups. They're taking place around the province. There are times and places for directors, there are times and places for the frontline practitioners. They want to hear from parents, they want to hear from everybody. There's also an online survey. So you need to participate, you need to be heard, say it loud, say it clear, and then rant. I hope you get out there and